Okay. In this video, we will learn about summing amplifier, or one of the main application of operational amplifier, that is summing amplifier. So we can see the summing amplifier circuit, that is we are having a summing amplifier circuit, that is from the input side we have connected two resistance, that is R1 and R2, and in the feedback path we have a RF resistance. So what is the aim of this lecture? That is, we should prove that a operational amplifier that is connected in inverting mode can be found that it can be used as a summer or adder or operational amplifier. So operational amplifier that is connected in inverting mode, that is to the inverting terminal we have connected the two inputs. What are the two inputs here? The two inputs are V1 and V2. The two inputs are V1 and V2, and the output voltage is V0. So our aim is to prove that V0 equal to the summation of V1 and V2, but there will be a sign change, that is V0 equal to minus of V1 plus V2. So what are the two voltages that are appearing at node A and node B? The node voltages that are appearing at node A, or node A, that is the inverting node, that is labeled as A. So VA and VB. According to the virtual ground, this is the main concept of operational amplifier, that is the two input voltages are always maintained to be tried to equal. So VA equal to VB. But as the positive terminal or the non-inverting terminal is grounded, VB equal to 0. So I can say that VB equal to 0 and VA also will come 0 due to the concept called as virtual ground. So from the input side, I can see the current that is from the input side, the current that is appearing to enter into the circuit, that is I1, and the current that is entering into the other part through the V2 R2 voltage is your I2. So let us go to the circuit diagram and see again. That is here. So we can see that the voltage that is entering into the circuit through R1 is labeled as I1. Similarly, the current that is entering into the circuit through the resistance is called as R2. So, okay. So I1 and I2. I1 is the current that is going through R1, and I2 is the current that is going through R2. So what is the two nodes that are connected, or what are the two node voltages that are appearing for R1 and that is appearing for R2? Okay, at the other side, they all are connected to the terminal VA. So look at the circuit diagram VA. Yes, the I1 is reaching to your VA. This is your VA. This is your VA and this is your VB. So V1 minus VA by R1 is equal to I1. Similarly, so this is what I want to say, that this voltage that is appearing here, this is your VA. What is this? Your 8th node. So it is your VA. Similarly, here is my VB. So as I am telling that I1 is the current that is going through this and I2 is the current that is going through this. My I1 will be, from here I can write that I1 equal to mine, it is V1 minus A, because these are the two voltages that are connecting the resistance 1, that is R1. Similarly, I can write I2 equal to, similarly from the second value, that is for this, I can write I2 equal to V2 minus VA by V2 minus VA by R2. So this is only explained. We can go there and see that. That is, we can see that this here, next page. Yeah, these two equations are now added. Why added? Because these two currents, that is I1 and I2, are merging at node A. Look at the picture again. That is I1, this I1, this I1 and I2 are merged to I. So this is my 8th node. So I1 and I2 are added for the 8th node. So only I can add that. So V1 and V2, what is the expression? For the I1 and I2, I can add them to get the result sum. What is the sum of I1 and I2? The sum of I1 and I2 is I. So I can write that. That is I1 plus I2 equal to I. That is, here I can see here that here I can see V1 minus VA by R1 equal to V1 by R1. Why? Because our VA is 0 and our this VA is 0. Similarly, I2 also we found. Now result is added because applying the KCL, the node, all the node currents are being added. So I equal to equating 1 and 2, adding, we got this equation 3. We got equation 3. Similarly, from the direction 2 side, what I can write? From the direction 2 side, it is written, from the direction 2 side, it is written VA minus V0 by RF. VA minus V0 by RF. Why? Because the current direction is chosen here from the input to output. Input to output. In the inverting mode, it is input to output. In the non-inverting mode, it is output to input. That's why that sign difference will come. So keeping in mind that, we know that VA equal to 0. VA equal to 0. So this VA is your 0 here. So we can equate this to I equal to minus V0 by RF. Now, equating 3 and 4. From 4 we got that this minus V0 by RF, but 3 is the addition of equation I1 and I2. So ultimately we resulted in V1 by R1, V2 by R2 is equal to minus V0 by RF. If I want to find the expression for only V0, it is V0 equal to minus RF, taking that V0 into the left side because we want to find an expression for V0. V0 equal to minus RF into whole bracket V1 by R1, V2 by R2. Okay. If I want to find an expression for only V0, how can I do that? If I assume the values I can found. So V1 and V2, suppose the input side, the two resistances are labeled as R1 and R2. If I can replace by a common value, that is the RF also, the feedback resistance also, the input resistance also, I equate it to R, suppose, for example, then ultimately this operational amplifier that is connected in inverting mode, so no doubt I will have a negative sign, and this V1 V2 will be written as V1 V2 only, but R1 and R2 will be cancelled out to RF because RF and R1 R2 are taken as or assumed as R. So this results in V0 minus V1 plus minus whole bracket V1 plus V2. This negative sign here it is indicating the phase change due to the inverting action of the operational amplifier. Due to the inverting action of the operational amplifier, we got the summing of the two input voltages, no doubt, that is V1 and V2. But this negative sign came because we connected in inverting mode. If I want you to get a expression like this, Suppose I want you to design a summing amplifier with V0 equal to V1 plus V2. What I have to do? Instead of a inverting mode operational amplifier, I have to take a non-inverting mode. That's the difference. Okay, thank you students. Keep watching next videos.